Alright, sorry about my messy desk. This is my first ever unboxing video, so here we go. This is a Jensen stereo cassette player with AM/FM radio. It is the, there we go, SCR-75 model. Yeah, pretty basic. So I've already started opening it, and then I realized, hey, I do review things on my YouTube channel. Might as well attempt to review this. So I'm going to start by unboxing it. And hopefully after this is done, I will test it out and maybe give you guys an idea, because I've seen a few reviews of this product online, but none really tell you anything about it other than just, watching a guy sit with it with his earbuds in saying, oh, there's not really much information. So, yeah. Alright, so there we go. What do you get in the box? You get a user manual, very small. Let's see if that'll focus. There we go. Small user manual. I'm probably not going to need that because I'm not 12. I know how a cassette player works. You get a pair of earbuds, which, I'm probably just going to throw these away because these prepackaged earbuds that come with cheap consumer electronics are never good. And you get the cassette player itself. So let's get that out of the box. Oops, bumped the tripod. It's not really a tripod, but yeah. So there you go. It's very light. Feels kind of cheap. Got ourselves a belt clip. So let's see. What do we got? So you got a headphone jack, a line out, the tuner, and a switch for FM AM. Volume is on top, as well as the switch for the tape and the radio. Play, stop, and fast forward. No rewind function. I guess they couldn't be bothered. That's okay. I never really use a rewind. It looks like the cassette mechanism is just your regular cheap one. It's hard to see what the head looks like in here, but I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to look at it myself. Yeah, it's a stereo head. There's no erase head in here. No record head. So, I mean, it looks like a really cheap plastic cassette mechanism. Nothing too fancy. Although nowadays, if you buy a cassette player, it's almost guaranteed to have the same mechanism in it. Alright, let's check the battery compartment. No batteries in it. That's to be expected. So I am going to grab myself a couple of AA's, and there you go. The Jensen, that model of cassette player. So the story as to why I bought this, I figure I might as well tell it, is that I have, sorry for bumping that again, I have one of these old Sony Walkman WMAF-59 model with auto reverse and all that fun stuff. But it's been playing slow lately, and I did change out the belt in it, and that had no real effect on it whatsoever. In fact, if it did, it actually probably made things worse. So, yeah, not exactly the result you want in a cassette player. And then recently, earlier this week, I found corrosion in the battery compartment. So, that's not a good sign. That's not what you want. So there we go. We will come back, I guess, and I will tell you what I think of it, how it works, maybe even uh, record a sample from this line out, which is one of the features I actually really liked about this particular one. Is there's a lot of these modern day Walkman cassette player things that have like built-in MP3 conversion tech in them to digitize all your old cassette tapes, but the problem I have with them is that usually those MP3 conversions only have one level, and I have a Crosley turntable that has this tech in it, and unfortunately, um, it clips badly. So, it records too loud. You don't want your MP3 player to be, or your MP3 of your digital file to be too loud. So, uh, at least with a line out jack on here, you get a little bit more control over how you record your audio if you send that line out to a uh, digital audio recorder or your computer and want to record MP3s that way. So I'm going to do that. I have a cassette of my own music that I can record from and not get copyright striked for it. So that's the unboxing portion of this video. I'll get to the review later on. Okay, so now that I've had a chance to sit with this and try it out a bit, I have some thoughts and opinions to share about it. I'm going to go over the good and the bad. So I'm going to start with the good. It sounds fine. I mean, there's a bit of hiss no matter what tape you put in, doesn't matter how high quality it is. Something to do with whatever the amplifier in this is. It causes a bit of a hissing background noise. And I find that that's really typical for a lot of these low-end cassette players like this. There is a bit of a weird thing where when you hit the play button, it doesn't immediately start up with sound. It kind of takes a second for it to kick in, and then the amp kind of shuts off about a second or so after you hit the stop button. So that is a little bit strange. I don't know why it works the way it does. The other good about it is the tape speed is consistent, at least from the few tests that I've done of it. I haven't sat and listened to an entire cassette yet, but so far I've encountered zero issues with tape speed. Maybe runs just a little bit slow, but it's a consistent, steady speed. There isn't a lot of really prominent wow and flutter, which is something that I've found with a lot of these really cheap tape units like this. I think the device also looks pretty nice too. Like, it's got that very classic, understated black. Some of the materials actually kind of feel a bit nice to the touch, like this black plastic that's sort of a matte finish here. Almost kind of has a bit of a rubbery feel to it. It just makes it feel a little more, better than just your regular hard black plastic, which the rest of the device definitely feels like. So you got a little bit of this rubberized kind of accent on the front panel. There was one thing that I did find, that the line out, I thought that that was going to be a something you can control with the device's own volume. The volume only controls the headphone out. The line out is one volume. That's what you get. However, I did do a couple of audio samples. I didn't do my own music because the cassette that I'd recorded I found didn't sound very good. And that was the fault of my own dubbing, not the device itself. So I'm just doing a very short clip of a song I could find. It was an old Blue Oyster Cult song on a Chrome tape. So, giving it the best opportunity it can to sound good. So now on to the bad with this device. Very cheap. Doesn't feel like this is going to stand the test of time. At $30, or $31 or $35, whatever I paid for it, it's not really going to be intended to be something you're going to hold on to and pass on to your kids one day. This is very much a cheap plastic meant to just do the job and hopefully hold up long enough for you to save up for something a little bit better. The other bad, these earbuds. Oh my god, these earbuds. I have one suggestion for what to do with these earbuds. Yeah, they're terrible. I've seen a few reviews of this product online that all seem to say the sound quality is absolutely horrendous. And I think that the ones who are saying that are probably the ones who immediately tried it out with those earbuds, heard the absolutely terrible performance. And it's not because of the cassette player. I tried those earbuds with my high-end computer sound setup, with Spotify on my smartphone. I tried it through many different means, and all of them just completely sucked. So, yeah, those earbuds are garbage. I would not recommend using them. They're terrible. Throw them out. Use your very nice headphones with it. You're going to get much, much better results than you will with those earbuds. So, I mean, overall, if I had to rate this product out of 10, I'd say it's a solid 6.5. It gets the job done. It works as advertised. It is a cassette player. The sound quality isn't perfect. I think that the amount of hiss in the background can be a bit disconcerting, but considering where I mostly listen to portable music devices, it's not really something I sit and listen to at home. It's not something I'm going to be, putting on my, $100 CAD headphones and, trying to pick apart for, audiophile quality purposes. It's more like something I'm just going to carry around in my bag on bus rides, listening to, old worn-out cassettes from bands like Extreme or whatever. Something where I'm not really going to be listening for, is there a little bit of tape hiss here? Is the bass, is the EQ curve perfect? No, I think it could use more bass, honestly. It's probably the biggest criticism I can make of the overall sound quality. I can't make any comment on the battery life yet, but for such a simple device, I don't imagine it'll be too bad. So, I mean, honestly, if you're on a budget, if you just need a Walkman right now, this is a good option. At least from my limited experience with it, this is a decent enough option. I don't think you'll get it and be so sorely disappointed that you'll have to return it right away, like I did with my last brand new cassette player. That I returned the same day because the wow and flutter and tape speed were so horrendous that even my broken Sony worked better than that. So, you know what? I'm going to give this a pass just because it works better than my broken Walkman. And, it is a nice product. It's very cheap. It's very cheaply made, cheap materials. I can't say for sure if this will stand the test of time or not, but I'm not unhappy that I picked it up. Anyway, that's my review of the Jensen SCR-75 portable cassette player. Thanks for watching.